Holy Priest is getting an exciting rework for 11.1, and I have been so stoked to give this spec a shot. Now, if you don't know, spoiler alert, we did just finish the 2500 push on the Holy Priest, and I was stunned at how much I enjoyed it. So I have been so excited to try out a bunch of these changes. Now, this build is not optimal. I totally recognize that. There's probably some prayer of mending stuff that I would want if I was trying to optimize this build, but I really want to try all the changes with prayer of healing. I know it's not going to be the most exciting button to press, but it's still going to be exciting to have an actual AoE button. Same with Lightwell. This is one of my favorite spells on Heroes of the Storm when Anduin presses it, so I am so excited to put this spell down. I hear it empties a bit too quick now. That's what I've heard of it, but I cannot wait to get into this. Also, we're playing with improved Renew, so Renew, we can't spam it now. We just use it as a 12-second cooldown, and I am just so excited. I want to see if we can squeeze in some damage or if we're just going to be a heal bot. I don't know. I'm also super excited about the Apotheosis changes. There's just so much to love about these changes. We're going to be resetting or extending our cooldown of Apotheosis, which is like major. Oh, I'm also running Divine Hymn. Just so many amazing things. Like, I can't even go over them all. The list of changes for Holy Priest is honestly too big to cover in one video. Oh god, our plater profile is not here. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go ahead and enter Apotheosis. Let's see how long we can extend this for. I wish I had a clock going to see. Now, we are a priest, so like we don't really have a kick. We do have a single target stun. That's about it. Let's sanctify. I don't know. Also, we are running the tier set, so our tier set will be putting insurance buffs on people, which is very exciting. Let's put down Lightwell here. Let's watch it go to town. Please don't kill me. Go and cast a heal. Let's cast a prayer of healing. That didn't seem to do a ton. We even buff our prayer of healing with our light weaving now. So we are gonna need some bigger buttons here. Let's unleash Halo. Out of range. Let's go ahead and PI someone because we might need it here. But every time we flash heal, normally in retail, normally what happens is your flash heals buff your next heal. So like you can flash heal, flash heal, that kind of thing. However, now it also buffs your prayer of healing. And also you see I'm linked between a couple of my allies. One thing that we're doing in this series is we are going to be trying out different trinkets on each of the characters. So what we did back during beta is I would just try out all the different healers and make the series, and we had a lot of fun. But I'm also throwing in that we're going to be trying out different trinkets. And what we're trying out today, the on-use trinket that we're trying, which is when I press my fade, I have it macro to use. We're going to launch a trike or a bike that's going to launch at people in front of me and just explode and do a big pop of damage. The equip trinket that we're running is the Mr. Pick-Me-Up. The Mr. Pick-Me-Up. It looks like we forgot something up here. I'm just too busy yapping. We forgot these guys. Let me get there in time. Oh god, I'm standing right in that. Let's pop our defensive here. These guys are terrifying, by the way. But Mr. Pick-Me-Up, our healing spells are going to have a chance to do more healing, more AoE healing. And I think that's what we're seeing with those links. Whenever we get linked between everyone, very cool. Really like this trinket so far. I tried it on the Mistweaver and I just butt pulled. Oh god, bounce back. But I did like this trinket. Let's put down Lightwell. Let's see if that tops up me in the tank. It actually does. Okay, Lightwell does a good significant amount of healing. I don't think it's going to be good for like AoE giant pulsing damage, but I think it's going to do actually pretty good healing. I would love to see Lightwell get its time to shine. But it looks like we're still in combat. Yeah, we're playing with a bunch of new people. I'm recording this as my second run of this dungeon, so we're still learning the ropes. I guess we're gonna have to hold this guy's hand. I guess we can grip him around. Let's grip him here. Boom. Yeah, we're still fighting this Dark Fuse Demolitionist. I saw that he was just blasting on us. I figured we kind of knew that, but I'm really liking this dungeon. Normally, I'm afraid to get into the PTR. Before I started my channel, I was afraid to get on the PTR because I'm afraid of running out of content once it all goes live and stuff. But I'm actually really enjoying this little mini dungeon. I'm actually really enjoying it. And I'm really excited about this dungeon pool. I loved Soul Letting Ruby. It's one of my favorite trinkets. Oh gosh, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to guide this guy. Where do we normally go here? All right, so I'm gonna be pinging, telling this tank where to go. So hopefully it's enough. Let's go down here, tank. But so far, I mean, I'm liking some of the changes that they've made. I really like having Prayer of Mending, or Prayer of Healing, I'm sorry, as an option to press for AoE healing, because before on retail, or on I guess the live client, I should say, on the live client, it felt really bad having to do like big sustained AoE healing. It felt like all you had was really Trail of Light, which is when you heal or flash heal one target and then you flash heal another target. A bit of that's going to be replicated on the previous target, so you can just like bounce around your flash heal targets, which is still there. That's still there, and I love Trail of Light, don't get me wrong, but I didn't like that it was the only option to do AoE healing. Because on fights like in Arakar, the second mini boss, the Call of the Broodmother, whatever that's called, it felt really brutal, like very brutal on your Holy Priest. I also really do like having improved renew as an option. I feel like as someone who barely plays Holy Priest relative to other healers, it feels like you don't press renew that often, which is very weird. It's kind of like your rejuve, on paper, I guess. But just the way that the class functions, it felt like when I was playing my Holy Priest and progging it and learning it, there really wasn't a lot of time in your rotation to press it because you're too busy doing like flash heals and stuff, and now like sanctifies and all this good stuff you're doing. Hopefully we kick these blood bolts. It just felt like there was really no time to press it. Let's put down Lightwell for this AoE damage. Let's put down Halo 2. We have our renew out. I guess we can put it on ourselves. Let's top up the tank. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Lightwell right there. I was trying to see if Lightwell would do good healing for the sustained AoE damage. In fact, let's load our add-on. For some reason, our details did not load. Okay, we're back. I'm glad no one died there because I would have felt really bad. But as I was saying it. But I really do like having renew be more of a part, like have more of a place in your rotation. I mean, you could just not talent into improved renew. And have it as a spammable button so you can spread your renews before like big AoE damage or something. But like you still have that option. But I do like that now improved renew. Like I said, it feels worthy of a press. Like it feels like you should press it. Let's go up here. Boss time, baby. Let's do it. So I don't think anyone in my group. I think only the DH has done this dungeon before. So he's typing out some mechanics, which actually is good. It gives me a bit of time to talk. But yeah, I like that this has more of a place in your rotation. Every 12 seconds, you can throw it on like the tank, or if you know a dot's coming, you can hold this for the dot, for example. And yeah, I mean, like I said, you still could just have normal renew there. All right, this boss is a bit weird, and I have no idea what it's going to look like with this group. But we're going to go ahead and get these Prayer of Mendings out. Let's put renew on someone at least. Let's dodge that. We got our trinket going. This trinket, I feel like this trinket's really good. I guess we're going to see soon. We got to change this to healing done. I guess we're going to see just how much this trinket does. Let's go and fade. That thing is out there just casting into us. Okay, let's enter Apotheosis. Let's see how long we can extend this for. I said that earlier, but now that we're on a boss, we'll have a better chance at extending it. Let's Sanctify. Alright, we can go ahead and renew. We can Prayer of Healing for that Sanctify reduction. I wonder if it's worth it just to sit here and spam Prayer of Healing around. I don't know. I guess we're learning how to actually use Prayer of Healing now that it's a button we can press. I don't think it's like insane. I really don't. But I do think it's like maybe it'll earn its place in the rotation. Oh god, we gotta heal this guy. Let's grip him too. Okay. Man, that cast is just wailing into us. That cast will just continuously keep pushing us back. We can Divine Him. I forgot I even talented in this button because we're just not used to pressing it. But Divine Him is so cool of a button. And look at that. We were able to keep everyone alive. Let's go and put down Lightwell for this little last sniper. Honestly, our healing's kind of disgusting. I'm not going to lie. Our healing's kind of disgusting. On the Mistweaver, which you guys know, Mistweaver is in a... Wow, it's in a state right now on the PTR. Mistweaver was hitting like around these numbers too. That That was actually very impressive. What did most of our healing? Our Echo of Flight, which I don't think our mastery is too high on this character. Maybe you guys can correct me, but our mastery went kind of insane there. Let's try to get, oh god, I was about to say let's try to get some damage in, but we do not have the time. We got to unleash Halo, put down Sanctify 1, Sanctify 2. Let's spot heal around. We need to put this Renew on someone. I guess that is one thing, is like now that Renew, you can add it into your rotation by taking improved Renew. It is just one more thing to upkeep, but I should be better about upkeeping it because I did put a weak aura down to to glow when it's off cooldown. Let's put it on me, I guess. But now we're kind of cruising through this dungeon. For some reason, it's like bugged. We did input our key, but for some reason it's bugged. This is a +4, which is scaled to like a fine level. It's not going to be too hard so that we can at least see the mechanics and actually have to heal through them, because it's going to be hard enough for us to actually have to do some amount of healing. So I like the skill level that we're testing at on this character, but on my main character, I'm trying to push and see how high I can get on the monk and stuff. So I do want to make a lot more monk videos, especially once the raid testing comes out. I'm really excited. Yes. Is this the way? Yes, that's where we're walking. At least this is the way that we have been doing it, like in most of my groups. Then again, I'm sure no one really knows what's going on here, so who knows? My groups could have been way off. Let's go ahead and unleash Halo. Let's heal the tank. Stay alive, tank. Live. Those blood bolts absolutely truck. We can take this way. And take this to the target and fly on down. At least this is what I've done. I have no idea what the optimized routes are going to be like. I don't think anyone knows that just yet, but this is a pretty fun way to do this dungeon. Fly down here, fight these guys. Go to town. Let's put Renew on this guy. Do our Sanctifies. I'm very excited to see how where insurance lands. I think the general consensus right now is that insurance looks really broken on some healers and not super good on other healers, but I really do think it's a matter of they just kind of stuck it in the game for now. And as time goes on, they're gonna like actually tweak the numbers and stuff, but they kind of just gave it like a baseline of what it's gonna look like. Then we're gonna watch it tune as time goes on and stuff. So I'm very excited to see where it lands and see, like, you know, which healers tier sets really start to stand out, because it's really hard to tell right now, because some pools in raid you're seeing like big insurance numbers, and some pools you're seeing like very little insurance numbers. It's very weird. Like I said, I think it's just in like its first iteration of testing. Also, I guess while we're here, I want to say I did see some comments of people telling me of what spec they wanted to see me try next. There's also a lot of comments that wanted to see certain things of Mistweaver, so like different talents. Like I saw some about the single target Shayloon's talent, which is so sick. I'm so excited about it. So I do want you guys to know that you can expect to see some videos coming soon about all of those things and more. Butt pulled. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Live. Can we live this? Oh, not like that. So yeah, a lot more PTR stuff coming your way. Oh, this is so bad. This pack is so brutal. I need like a DBM or something to scream at me when those blades are coming, because you need to kind of pre-move them. Because if you get like multiple, it just chunks you, man. It's so crazy. Let's put down Lightwell. But yeah, all of that to say, if you have a healer that you're just most excited about its changes, oh god, we're so dead. We're so dead. If you have a healer that you want to see me play or to try out, or a specific talent that you want to hear my input on, definitely feel free to comment that down below, because one of you guys, along with my want to try the spec, influenced me to try the spec next. So definitely let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll definitely take it into a dungeon and butt pull literally every mob in the dungeon. I promise you that. That much I can promise. But yeah, I think next we're going to try out Holy Paladin, because one of you guys, I did see a comment that one of you guys wants to see me try it and wants to see, hey, is it as bad as we think it's going to be? That kind of thing. But yeah, just let me know all of that in the comments. Also, same with trinkets. Like I said, we're trying out different trinkets in this video. Let's go ahead and type this out. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, let me know what trinkets you're really excited to see. Let me know what characters you want to see, what specs you want to see, and I will absolutely deliver that to you guys because I am excited to try out every healer this season. So excited. I think this is going to be such a fun time to heal. Let's go ahead and hit him. Okay, let's hit this bomb. Let's keep moving so we can dodge it. But I am so excited to try every healer this season. So yeah, just whichever ones you guys are most excited to see, I will absolutely deliver that. Let's go ahead and move on over here. Yeah, go, go, go. Okay. I like this boss. I think this boss is so fun. Like, so much fun. Let's go ahead and sanctify here for the AoE healing. Let's dispel now. Let's see. Where do we take them? We were too slow. Too slow. So far, I mean, the changes that I'm really liking, like impressed with, having the most fun with, is light well. I don't think it's like crazy strong, and like I said, I don't think it's gonna like really be a cooldown as much as just like a throughput tool, if I'm being honest, because of how quickly it just dumps out. It doesn't really last as long enough to be like a mechanics cooldown. Like you can use it for the big AoE dark pulse or something. But I'm so impressed with how much healing it actually does, and I'm excited to see that number at the end of all of this. Speaking of, I need to use it on this next pool to put it on cooldown. Okay, yeah, we need to pop this bomb. And then off to the mud boss. Now, this boss reminds me a lot of the mud person on Avatar, which I really like. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Avatar The Last Airbender, but it is my favorite show by a lot. And I don't know, I always try to relate things to Avatar. Like Mistweaver for me gives like very big Uncle Iroh vibes. I don't know if it does that for any of you guys. I think we're going to pop Fade here, which will launch our trinket. How much damage does that do? 800k to each of those guys. I feel like that damage is going to be pretty crazy for this trinket. It is like a single on-use thing. It's a 2-minute cooldown, though, which like 2-minute cooldown on-use damage trinkets for healers is usually pretty good. So I don't know how much damage that's going to do in the long run, but that seems like pretty good damage. I need to be hitting Fade at least once every 2 minutes to actually use that trinket and get good damage out of it. Let's do some damage here too with our base kit. See if our damage is still good as Holy Priest, because that is one thing that you can do. You can do some pretty big burst damage with your cooldowns and stuff. I'd say our damage is fine. It's fine. Okay, we've fallen below the Augmentation Evoker, so it's probably not the best. I'm not committing Apotheosis or PI just to do damage. I'm just kind of treating it like normal. I'm doing the healing that needs to be done, then trying to squeeze in some damage globals if I can. I think our damage is actually pretty good there. These guys, I feel like we're kind of brutal. These Disturbed Kelps. I'm still trying to learn all the mechanics of this dungeon. There's a lot to learn. A lot of new mechanics flying at me all at once, so eventually I'll get to the point where I feel comfortable getting all the mechanics to you guys, like trying to make like maybe a short on how to handle some bosses or like some dungeon guides maybe. All of that stuff coming your way. Let's keep Renew on the tank. I do like that aspect though. It feels like now you have a way to kind of set it and forget it on the tank, whereas before it's like if the tank's taking damage, you kind of had to be spamming flash heals or at least doing like every other flash heal into him, every other heal into him, and then like flash healing yourself too. Like it definitely feels like you have more of a plan now. There's more of a direction of what you're doing on Holy Priest, in my opinion, as someone who doesn't main the spec. That's at least what it feels like. Let's do some damage though. Let's see how much damage we can squeeze in here before these guys die. Okay, those guys were not brutal. I don't know what I was thinking of, but those guys were not difficult at all. Ooh, we got our trinket to pop. I think this is the trinket that scales with haste, too. No, there is a trinket where it's like the more haste you have, the more times this heals in its little window, which is very cool. A very interesting take on a trinket. Always move straight through boss to dodge frontal, not to side. Okay, that is how I have actually found this boss to be done best with Pugs, is whenever he does the frontal, always move directly through him, not to the side, because if you move to the side, people are going to get confused, And we need to stack on tank too. So if tank moves through, we need to move through. Let's go into Apotheosis. I guess we can Halo too. Man, our Evoker is just getting clobbered. Clobbered. What are you doing, Evoker? But we're kind of melting this boss. But I really like this boss. I just feel like it's going to be very hard for pugs. Let's go and grip the Evoker in. Ooh, that frontal seemed invisible for a bit. Man, we are absolutely blasting this boss. It looks like Enhancement Shaman's still pretty solid. Like, still very solid. How much healing did we do? Okay, our Serenity's kind of smacked the only two, like, big damage instances. Trail of Light's still doing pretty good healing. Insurance, though. I feel like Holy Priest doesn't have the best insurance healing. Maybe in 5-mans, though. Maybe in 5-mans with Sanctify, it's not bad. But I don't know. Oh, no, I baited the tank. Oh, no. Oh, my God, I feel so bad. We don't have a B-res. Oh, man. Live. We can kind of makeshift a tank here with our Guardian Spirit. Get here, tank. We need you. There we go. Okay, our tank's back. We did it. Let's put down Lightwell. Let's put down Renew. I guess we can go in Halo. One thing we learned in the last video where I was playing my Mistweaver is that you have to respect Bubbles, dude. Bubbles is not messing around. He does some crazy damage. I tried to hold on to my my Chi-Ji on my Mistweaver, and man, we found out that that was a bad plan. One thing I really like too about these changes is there is a bigger emphasis on Sanctify, like a much bigger emphasis on Sanctify, which normally I feel like you just don't press this button that often. We need to pop a defensive here because we're getting absolutely mollywopped. But oh god, what is it that does damage here? I'm trying to figure out what it is that's actually railing me here. But I know that they're trying to add in Prayer of Healing to the mix, but it feels like all they've really done is just buffed Sanctify. I don't think that the Prayer of Healing is quite there. Even now, I know we're going to look at the numbers, and our Prayer of Healing there, I pressed it like probably 3 or 4 times that pool, and you can't even see it's below insurance. So I still don't think Prayer of Healing's numbers are finalized, or not finalized, but I don't think they're to a point where we would hope they end at, you know what I mean? So hopefully they do some tuning to Prayer of Healing. I've seen some people say that they hope that with Prayer of Healing, they do the whole like split with Raid numbers. So like in Raid, it does this much healing, whereas with, oh no, we got stunned. We're stunned. Live. Like in Raid, it does this much healing, but in Mythic Plus, it does this much healing. That kind of change, you know, they do that a lot with like Revival and like some big cooldowns like that. Ooh, we have a lot of butt pulling going on, a lot of lightning bolting happening. Oof. Okay, I'll do the run back and then I'll see you back in just a second. Let's Guardian Spirit the tank. Let's help him out. Can we put down Lightwell during this? Ooh, you can. Oh, it got wasted. Okay, I'll see you after the run back. All right, we're back here. I definitely could have committed Divine Hymn, but that damage all kind of caught me by surprise. I kind of held on to Apotheosis and Divine Hymn. My thought process here is I know that this trash like up ahead is pretty scary. Am I getting beat from below? What the heck? The trash underneath is just clobbering me. What? I remember this trash here is kind of terrifying. Like if you let these lightning bolts go off in higher keys that I was doing, they would absolutely truck. And then these like bigger dudes up here were pretty scary too. I will say, like on live currently, one thing that I do is I press my Prayer of Mending a lot. Like that is like a big rotational spell. Here, I'm trying not to press it as much because I know we aren't taking a Prayer of Mending build. Like we aren't. I guess there's not. I don't think there's such thing anymore as a Prayer of Mending build. What I mean by that is we're not playing a build that emphasizes with talents Prayer of Mending, I guess. So I'm trying to avoid using it as much because I just think there's probably some more high value globals, especially now with Prayer of Healing in the mix, which speaking of, let's press it. Let's put down Lightwell too, and let's Divine Him here. Ooh, my light well did not go down. We'll press it right after this. Let's pop fade, heal this guy. Ooh, it just feels like there's so much more, and if more to do, and it feels like your decisions are more impactful with this spec now. Oh no, it's just about to Halo too. No. I don't think this guy's saying this dungeon needs nerfs. I don't think so. I definitely think we're not playing the mechanics super optimally. There's definitely some better play that can be going on, not just from the party, but from myself too. We need to be like a lot more on top of things. I definitely could have unleashed Halo and put down. Actually, I clicked Halo. I clicked my light well. It just didn't go down. I forgot to left click to actually put it down. Let's see what our healing did there. I really am curious about our Divine Hymn healing. Divine Hymn, it cranked healing, but one important thing to note about Divine Hymn is a lot of its power is also in the healing amplifying that you're doing for the next 15 seconds. So, ow, I was looking at details. I did not think he was going to get here in time. Oh, God. All right, we're back. That was kind of rough. I was looking at details and just got clobbered by a ground swirly. Didn't know that this guy was back yet, that we had pulled. This mob, though, is very scary. So we're going to unleash Halo, put down our light well. Ooh, someone got hit by that. Put down our Sanctify. We're healing, I promise. Let's get out of these. Do our Prayer of Healing. Let's put down Renew because we have it. Die, mob, die. We didn't PI, but we definitely could have here. This mob is very scary. It's very it reminds me a lot of like whenever you're doing a dungeon, there's like a mini boss before a boss, and the mini boss is like scarier. Okay, so I was typing out the mechanics because they said they have no idea what's going on, and they pulled, so they are just ready to go. Hopefully this goes clean. Let's go ahead and PI someone. Let's PI the Demon Hunter. Put down, oh, get Renew on someone. Okay, we want to be standing like right around here, so we're not baiting toward the... Oh, Giga Zap. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be hitting these puddles with any of the electric mechanics, so that when these little ads spawn, these little bouncy things spawn, we can bait them into a puddle. But yeah, I see mine's right there. I'm going to bait it to one of these back puddles here. Let's go ahead and unleash Halo so I can be like zipping around while we run out here. Let's put down Lightwell. I need to get moving. Oh god, I'm not playing a Mistweaver anymore. Okay. Giga Zap. Well, I'm curious to see how much our Lightwell healing was while we were running around being chased by our thing. Okay, let's go into Apotheosis here. Dude, Apotheosis is so fat. It's one of my favorite, like, major cooldowns across all the healers. Do some damage. We can probably close out this boss here. Woo! No, the tank. Okay, let's take a look at the overall numbers. I'm really curious to see what our trinket did. I didn't press it too many times. Let's click overall healing here. But I'm curious to see what kind of damage our trinket did. I don't think our actual damage is going to be too insane, so I think we're going to see a pretty good number of our trinket. Okay, it did fine. I think I pressed it like how many times? Probably 3 or 4 times. So about 7 million. Not 7 million damage. About, I would say I pressed it 4 times. No, I think I pressed it about 4 times. I think 4 times. You can't. It doesn't say here. But man, that actually is pretty good damage for a 2-minute on-use trinket, though. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, this is probably not too high of damage. Maybe if I press it literally every 2 minutes here, we would have seen a lot more damage from it. But that's a pretty cool trinket. But let's see about the healing. I'm curious about this insurance. Okay, insurance, dude. That's actually kind of insane. I guess it makes sense because our sanctifies. Whenever I was pressing this, I was just applying insurance right to someone, to one target while Apotheosis is active. So our Apotheosis is giga cranking out some insurance healing. Our actual Trail of Light healing was so high. Trail of Light was popping off there. What on earth? Trail of Light, Heal, flash heal, and power word life is replicate. I mean, yeah, they didn't. I don't think they did anything to Trail of Light, but whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They must have split on details here. Trail of Light from Flashlight or Flash Heal because wow, that is a lot of Trail of Light healing. But other than that, you see some pretty normal things. Echo of Light, which is our mastery, got a lot of healing done. Holy Word, Serenity, Flash Heal. The one thing that I'm really curious about is our Renew. I was staying like pretty on top of Renew. I guess having it on one target, it's not going to be like super high up there in the meters, but I would think Renew should be a bit higher than this. Yeah, I would really think Renew should be a bit higher than this. So hopefully it doesn't always appear this low on the meters. Divine Hymn, I pressed like two or three times, I guess. I mean, it healed through the mechanics, but like I said, a lot of its healing isn't showing on details. A lot of its healing is just amplifying your other healing done. Halo is still very powerful, but it seems like a lot more of Holy Priest power is outside of Halo right now than it is currently in Season 1, so that's really good to hear. But overall, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with some of these changes. Lightwell was pretty good. I was surprised by it. It's like I said, I don't think it's a cooldown. I think seeing it on the bottom row talent, you'd think, oh, this is a 2-minute cooldown. I don't think that's the case. I think it just helps with sustained healing. Pretty surprised by how well that performed. Insurance did so much healing. So surprised by how much that did. And then also this trinket, this healing trinket, not bad. Not bad. I mean, 3%, I guess, of your healing, maybe not great, but still not bad. Other than that, were there some talents that you want to see on Holy Priest that you want to see me try out next that I didn't get to this time? Like, do you want to see me play a more Prayer of Mending centric build? Or you want to see some Oracle Holy Priest? Let me know that below. What button did I sit on the most that was itching your brain? Because let me tell you, it felt like there is so much to do now on Holy Priest, which is crazy. There's so many buttons that you have so many options for different mechanics, whereas before it felt like all you had to do was Trail of Light. So myself, I'm still falling back on Trail of Light a bit to do some AoE healing, but man, it felt like whenever I did lean into these other options, like Prayer of Healing kind of, but mostly Lightwell and Sanctify, like some of these other AoE healing options, felt like I was very surprised at how good of the healing it did. But let me know all of that and more down in the comments below. Make sure you guys like the video. If you like this series of me trying out all the healers on the PTR, tell me what you guys want to see next. Do you want to see more Mistweaver, or do you want to see Holy Paladin, Resto Shaman? All of that, let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.